Hi guys, in this video I'm going to introduce using some of the Luminizers and doing a great everyday look. So I've just sped it up and I'm going to do a voiceover. So the first thing I'm doing, I'm already prepped and primed. I'm using a cream shadow in a nude color to kind of neutralize my eyelids because I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. And it also creates kind of a nice base for my next step. The next thing I'm doing is taking a yellow concealer powder from Younique and I'm brushing it over that base that I just created so that my shadow doesn't grab too much with the couple little shadows that I'm going to do for this look. The next thing I'm using is a white powder illuminizer from Younique called Iridescent that you can use as a highlighting powder, but I'm going to actually use it as eyeshadow in this one. It's a very white, very shimmery, but not glittery because it's used as a highlighter or luminizer. I really like it for an eyeshadow look. And then this look is going to be meant to be really, really simple. So now I'm taking some sunset bronzer and a crease brush and just kind of, using that windshield wiper motion going into my crease because I'm keeping it simple with eyeshadow since it's all about really the brows and lips in this look. So next, I'm going to be kind of blending that out and I'm going to come in with some cream illuminizer here and BB cream and mix it together so that I can actually use that as a glowing foundation on my skin. And I'm just using a stippling brush to buff it on. I love mixing cream illuminizers with BB cream. It's such a great effect. You can even throw a little bit of liquid concealer in there for some added coverage, but BB cream has been saving my life while my skin is dry in the wintertime. So again, that was a luminizer mixed with BB cream. You can even take some illuminizer and put it on your collarbone, down the center of your neck, all things you can do to highlight those areas that look really great. Okay, and so the next thing that I am going to be working on in this is going to be, I believe, putting a little bit of concealer on. So I do need a little bit of extra help with concealing, so I'm grabbing some Velour Liquid Touch Concealer and using the e.l.f. concealer brush. It's a flawless concealer brush from e.l.f. It's one of my favorite concealer brushes. And I'm just buffing that into the area where I experience the most discoloration and redness. So under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, around the sides of my nose, and then a little bit on my chin. So that helps it get a little more coverage. Again, you could mix that right in with your BB cream if you needed all over coverage. The next product that I'm using is our translucent setting powder. I love this powder. It is depositing no color. It has an HD photo finish. It's super fine, super delicate, awesome for setting up, especially for photos or anything like that. Okay, so the brow kit. I'm using the brunette brow kit. It's like the medium shade in the Younique brow kits, and it is amazing. There are two powders. One's a lighter powder, one's a darker powder, and they actually number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so that it shows you exactly what order you should go in. So I take a spoolie brush and brush my eyebrows down and then use an angled brush to come into, actually I'm going to show you here how you can use an eyebrow stencil. I don't use these every day, but some people really, really feel the need to use an eyebrow stencil, and I wanted to show how to do this. You can take a fluffy brush and go into the light powder on the brow kit, so that number 1, and I place the brow stencil and I take a fluffy brush and then boom, it kind of draws your eyebrow right for you. And then you can go in with an angled brush and actually fill in the gaps because there's always going to be some spots where it needs a little more fill-in. Then number 2, the darker powder you can take and really define the rest of your brow. And so I always start in the middle of my brow, you'll notice when I do this, in that because it helps with if I lay down a lot of that dark shadow, I can really blend it through all the way to the end and then bring it in towards my nose without laying a bunch of dark eyebrow powder right at the beginning of my brow closest to my nose. I don't like having to spread the dark powder out that long. You can really see the difference that that one brow is making. And then I'm taking a flat eyeliner type brush and using the number 3, which is a matte cream highlighting cream that you can use to carve out the brow and really accentuate it. It's matte. It's kind of got, in this brunette palette, it's definitely got a pink tone to it. It almost acts as like concealer, so you can clean up your brow and then highlight it at the same time. And then number 4 is a shimmer cream. And then this I use really just underneath. For the most part, you can use your finger or a brush, and you can do it a little bit over the top of the brow too, but I usually do it on the outside half of the brow. And that brings some highlighting in and some shimmer to really make the light reflect and bounce off of that. And so that's really how you use the brow kit, and I really love the fact that it's numbered. Then I usually come back in with a spoolie brush, and there's number 5 is a brow wax, and you can kind of roll your spoolie brush in it and then use the wax to really coax your brows into place and keep them where you want them to be. So you can see in the video that I'm basically doing the other side of the brow, and I messed up there, which is fine. That happens. Just a little makeup wipe will make that fix itself. And then it's just the same process on the other side. So you can definitely see that this brow kit gives you everything you need for those like Instagram worthy brows. And you know, you can definitely get some brushes to be able to sculpt your brow in the best way possible. Younique did come out with a brow artist brush, which I am using in this, but since I sped it up and it's in fast motion, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it is hard to see with how fast I'm going, but it's got 2 ends. It's really cool. I'll show it in more detail maybe in another video, or if you jump over to my website, you can see it. But I'm basically doing the exact same process on the other brow as I did on the first brow. Putting some wax in there and then just going to be brushing it out. And it just looks awesome. I've been using this brow kit every single day since I did this video, which was so fun. This was actually the first time I was using it. Okay, so now I'm buffing out that translucent powder that I was kind of let bake on my face that I just placed there. And I'm just kind of blending out that highlighting powder that I had put on my eyelids. And then basically with this, I am going to use a black cream eyeliner from ColourPop, actually. It's a cream gel eyeliner. And I think I'm just trying to find a brush there that I like. And just using a brush, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a winged liner. So this is just a really basic, super easy eyeshadow technique. And then just kind of a generic black winged liner. And I love using either a gel liner or cake liner with a mixing medium because I can pick my own brush and really customize it to how black or dark I want it to be, and you know, what viscosity I want the liner to be at. So you guys have seen me do lots of liner videos, so you know my feelings on that. And I just really, I have lots of different favorites that I use throughout all my videos. And then this is me taking the Younique marker liner and just kind of sharpening up the edges where the gel just needed a little bit of a sharper point. And then you can always use a flat brush to clean up any little areas that just need to look a little sharper, you know, those wings that you want really super sharp. And then I'm taking an angled brush with a black eyeshadow and just setting the gel liner. I feel that this really makes my liner ultra carbon black, and then it also makes it last without fail. Now I'm taking kind of a really light to medium matte brown, it's called Prim, is the eyeliner pencil that I'm using to just kind of define the lower lash line. And then I'm going to grab some blush. I love the Younique blushes. They're really highly pigmented. I usually put them on with a pretty heavy hand so that I can then buff them out after the fact. Warming up the sides of my cheek with a little bit of bronzer, not really doing a full contour, but just giving a little bit of warmth underneath that blush and then across my forehead and sides of my nose. This is just a great way to kind of warm up the face and give the illusion of a little bit of contour without actually having to do a full contour. And that was just a giant brush that I kind of buffed out everything. Right now I'm using a lip exfoliator because I'm going to be using a matte lipstick in this video, I think, if I remember correctly. I am grabbing some of that powder illuminator that I had used on my eyelids, and now I'm actually gonna strobe out my face. So I did the tops of the cheekbones, the inner corners of the eyes with my finger, the end of my nose, the cupid's bow, chin, and I can even highlight that brow bone again. And you don't have to look like you're covered in like glitter. It just really highlights your face beautifully in that controlled way. And then really to finish off this look, it'll just be lashes and lips. So you'll see that I have to wipe off the exfoliator because it's got a lot of moisture in it, and that can make your matte lipstick wear off or travel around. This is a lip primer that I got from my friend Andrea's spa that I love, that is great for underneath matte lipstick. You use the primer underneath almost like a chapstick, but it's got a very interesting texture for this. And then I'm taking a red matte lipstick, Splash liquid lipstick from Younique, and I am using the color Sizzling. I believe it's my favorite matte red. It has such a comfortable wear. It's not as drying as some of my ColourPop ones, and it just is that perfect blue-based red that is so classic and so like old Hollywood, and it really is one of my very all-time favorite lipsticks, and it has such a great long wear. Good life over the course of the day. Okay, and then for my mascara, I always start with a coat of L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black is my favorite because it's my cheap mascara that I give myself the opportunity to just kind of get a base coat going without using my $30 Younique mascara just for a base coat. So then I do Gel Fibers Gel on my eyes, and you guys know that I always blow dry my lashes because I don't like using an eyelash crimper because it pulls out lashes and I lose lashes that way, and I have so little to work with anyway. So I like to usually do like 2 coats where I really accent the tips to get a little extra length, and I just hit it with the blow dryer to blow away any excess fibers, plus give a little bit of curl and lift to my lashes. And I have really great results with this technique. I just love it. It always makes your hair a little wild and crazy. And then you can see on one of my eyes, I did have a little bit of an error with my mascara, and I'm using a Q-tip now to clean that up. I always, always, always tell people, wait until your mascara mistake is completely dry before you hit it with a Q-tip, because then it will just roll right off your skin versus it smearing across your face. So basically, this